inner space, it's understanding, knowing the ground where you're landing, past and present in the same frame, different voices, one shared name. East Coast skyline, sunrise gold, cowbirds, classroom stories bold, from cobblestone past to modern halls. You feel the weight when history calls. I came for the journey, stayed for the truth. Every stop sharpened my vision, my youth.
What's good, family? Welcome back to the channel.
All right, so this is the final part of the series for this week, where we've already seen some aviation drone footage of just the Capitol buildings and things of that nature. So this is more of a rules and regulations for those who are drone enthusiasts who want to fly their drone in peace and without having to get fines and go through the legal faults of not knowing what's going on. So one thing that we know is that the airspace for DC is very fragile. The darker inner circle labeled DC FRZ is the most restricted airspace in the USA. And we kind of have an idea on why that is, because it is where the Capitol building is. So that's something that you should really understand and pay attention, because if you were to be caught flying in this space, you will face a lot of, different fines and things of that nature. It's a Class B airspace. All right, this space right here is the prohibited area. So if you're caught flying in this area here, there will be a lot of penalties. One thing that you have to understand too, that the Reagan Airport is somewhere in this vicinity here too. So that's one reason it's there, outside of it just being DC. It's not what I wanted to do. All right. That we got Class B. What's that? That this is another restricted. If it's in red, that means that it's going to be restricted airspace. And then this blue right here represents Class B, which is not necessarily restricted, but at the same time, it is a level of flight that you're not supposed to get over. That's what that normally represents. So all drones are prohibited in the restricted space. Very specific government or military aircrafts are allowed. This covers the White House, the Capitol, the Pentagon, the National Mall. No recreational or Part 107 drone flights ever. You will be fined. So the outer red dash circle, where it's DC SFRA, is special flight rules area. This is the larger red dash ring around FRZ, about 30-mile radius. Drone flight is heavily restricted. That means that you're not allowed to really do anything. You need to get a Lance authorization. Oh, even a Lance authorization does not apply here. So you're not going to be able to really fly there. Okay, so let's go ahead and that's one thing that you really have to watch out for. So I'm looking and trying to figure out where could someone potentially fly. So when we talk about Class B, C or D, it's the airport airspace, specific use or controlled zones. Normally, elsewhere in the U.S., you could request the Lance approval. The fly at limited altitudes, 100 to 400 feet, but around DC, these areas are still overridden by the SFRA rules. Approval is generally not granted to civilians, and it's highly different. Most major cities allow drones with registration, remote ID, Lance authorization. DC does not. The restriction is enforced by the FAA, Department of Homeland Security, the U.S. Secret Service. Violations can result in drone confiscation, heavy fines, federal charges, questioning by the law. And just a real quick thing that you can kind of look at is when you're talking about these areas, all right, this is a never fly. That red border there, that's never fly, never fly. And as far as the green airport, that is still is a restricted area. And outside the 30-mile ring, normal FAA practice. So one thing that you have to do before is to check the FAA Before You Fly app. Then there's more than just that. And do not rely on the Lance, because you're not going to be able to get that authorization. Just assume that using your drone, unless you're far outside the red rings, don't even think about touching it. So with that being said, it seems like you're not going to be able to fly at all in DC. There is no flying. All right. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to bid y'all adieu. And I really enjoyed dealing with y'all and having y'all out and just hanging out and just learning more about DC. So with that being said, let's go ahead and we're going to call it quits. Until next time.
If you made it all the way to the end, I appreciate you. Thank you for traveling with me through Washington, D.C. If you found value in this breakdown, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe it. Lets me know you want